Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Bana. Welcome back to my way of life. And today I'm gonna be reviving one of my old series. It's been a year since I've posted about this one, Content Wheel, and it's the version 2. And for those of you who don't know how this works, basically, as you can see on the screen right now, there's a bunch of topics on this wheel, and I'm gonna spin it and then just talk and give my opinion about whatever topic it gives me. And yeah, that's about it. And so, further ado, let's get to it. Big spins. Come on now. My first day back. I need some good ones. Okay. Personal experience is more important than rote learning. Alright, cool. Let's go back. Yep, there you go. So, personal experience is a very valuable experience to have. So, that sounds really stupid when I say it, but basically, there's in my opinion, I think both sides have advantages. Definitely, personal experience lasts longer. It has deeper impact because it personally happened to you. So let's say you didn't look both ways before you crossed the street, and you almost got hit by a car and almost died. See, now that's impacted you deeply. That's for life. You're gonna be stuck with that, and you're always gonna be checking the road. Exactly. So that's a very deep, impactful experience. But the thing is, the downside to having personal experience is that you can only live so much. So let's say you base your entire life off personal experience, right? You cannot really accelerate your learning experience and your own development as a person, because at the end of the day, you are limited by the 24 hours you have. You can't live more than everybody else compared to everybody else. And so it makes it really hard for you to, again, accelerate and be ahead of the curve, or you want to be better. It basically means you're kind of limiting your own development road, because as good as it is, and you do want to be maximizing your time to be learning as much as you can through your own personal experience, because it is the most impactful way to learn, and it makes you learn the fastest, right? So, like, you go through an experience, you fail, you succeed, whatever it is, that's gonna stick to your brain for a long time, and it's going to stick very deeply in. Rote learning, for those of you who don't know what rote learning is, it's just like normal learning, so like reading books, watching videos, learning from other people's experience, basically, and understanding and that kind of thing, and just like observing the world around you and that kind of learning. So that's very different. The thing is, you got to understand the upside to rote learning is that there's so much experience that's already been experienced throughout time. So you look at history books, there is so many years of knowledge, wisdom, like everything. It's so much in there that it's other people's personal experience, and they've turned it into learning and wisdom. So again, let's say, it's a perfect example. So this book I'm reading, it's called 12 Rules for Life by Jordan Peterson. I've been really enjoying the book. And the thing is, the guy who wrote this book, Jordan Peterson himself, he's like what? I don't want to like call him old or anything, but he's definitely on the elderly side. He's like 65, something along those lines. So he's lived a very, very long life, a lot of personal experience, but also he's also read a lot of other books. So his wisdom in this book is insane. It's like there's so much in this book that I can absorb from. And I do believe that, like, me reading a book isn't as impactful per se as me going through it, right? If I went through a personal experience that Jordan Peterson did, I probably want to understand the topics he's talking about a lot more than me just reading the book. But, very big but here, I can't. That's the thing. Like, I can't live the life he did. So for me to like get to the same level as him, I have to go through the same things he did, and it's really hard for a one person to do that. So the best possible option at this point, if you want to really accelerate your development as a person, especially mentally, is just to read. So read, observe, watch, listen to other people's experiences, history, wisdom, failures, success, everything. Because the more you observe other people's stuff, it develops your brain so much more faster. And that's the only way, realistically, to be, again, as people these days call it, being ahead of the curve, like being mature for your age and that kind of stuff. So what being mature for your age means is you just know more about the world around you and how the world around you works than what you're supposed to. So supposed to compare to someone who's just lived their life through their personal life, basically. And so my advice to you, my big opinion on this matter is just you gotta do both. So you gotta live your life to the max, right? Because personal experience is sick. It's impactful. It stays with you forever. It's the fastest way to learn something. Like, you want a certain message to get into, you get into that scenario yourself and do it yourself. Because then that's gonna kick into your brain fast. You're gonna be understanding things so much faster because it's happening to you in real time. But again, also, you gotta do the other side. Because again, I told you, there's only 24 hours in a day. You sleep for 8 hours, so you only have 16 hours of consciousness that you can really maximize. And the thing is, if you want to develop as fast than you normally can, you gotta start investing some of those hours into rote learning. So you gotta be reading about things you want to learn about. You want to be listening to people who've done the things you want to do, and you should be absorbing other people's knowledge to yourself instead of just creating your own knowledge. So you gotta be, again, it's to optimize your learning, your development. You gotta do both. So you gotta be active with your life. You gotta be proactive, doing things, getting things done, trying it, going there head first, boom, 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 boom. But also, you want to be reading, you want to be understanding other people's work. And at that point, if you can do that consistently, it is over. You will be developing faster than you ever could, because, again, when these two combine, it's crazy how nice it feels. Because how it is once you pick up a certain type of wisdom from a book, it's just a theory in your mind, right? It's like nothing, you can't have nothing to apply to it. It's like, oh yeah, that's a cool lesson you were talking about, but like, you don't really have anything to place it, and then you turn that into personal experience, and that's how it really sticks in. So let's say it's like when you think you know something, but then you see it in real life in action, and then it clicks extra hard. So if you don't know about the theory and you see it happen, you can be like, oh yeah, that cool, that happens, that. But let's say you read about it before. Let's say you read about it before, and then you learned about it, but you still haven't seen it in real life yet. Excuse me from a cough. And then you see the, what do you call it? The actual theory of being applied in real action. It is like a whole new level. And that's what true learning comes up. So, I guess the big message I want to send you guys is that if you want to learn something, right? If you want to be better, if you want to develop some kind of skill set or whatever it is, you gotta learn the theory, which is the rote learning, right? You gotta listen to the people, you gotta read the books, you gotta listen to the podcasts, watch the videos, watch the guides, whatever it is, you gotta do that, and then be also applying it at the same time. Because if you're applying it at the same time, I promise you, your development in whatever it is you're trying to learn is gonna improve exponentially. For sure, guaranteed. And yeah, I think it's very simple. So the argument they said was personal experience is better than rote learning. I think it's a very dependent answer. For me personally, I am more of a doer. I like getting headfirst into things. I just like sending it and learning it from my experience personally, because I feel like it makes me develop really strong beliefs and strong values. But also recently, especially recently, I've been reading, and I don't know, man. I feel like I'm already smarter already, man. I'm telling you. Like, I've been reading, like, how about, like, what, 15 to 20 minutes a day? Just trying to, like, get my brain going, you know what I mean? And already, like, things in my life that I've picked up from personal experience has been clicking even better. Like, some of these values that I've developed just from my personal experience, I can actually, like, understand why I have these values. And by understanding it, my values are getting stronger and deeper, and it's deeper rooted, and it won't be shaken as easily as when tragedy strikes. Because as I've started to understand recently, that life sends you a lot of tragedies, and you're gonna face a lot of failures in that, and you gotta be ready. And I feel like I'm a little bit more ready every day. So, yeah. If you want to improve at something, you got to do both. You got to have that personal experience by doing it, by sending it, just full-fledged, full force into it, but also, doing your research. And yeah, I think that's a very good place to end it here. Thanks, guys, for listening to me. Yeah, it's nice to be back. I'm really excited to be back. I'll be posting a lot more frequently, I believe. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.